Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Bro, there's no... Bro. I thought he quit. I thought he fucking quit, bro. I thought he quit. Listen, I was told I wasn't going to have any more content. That's what I was told. But apparently, I have more content than ever before.
You the one to talk about achievement, Mr. Don't look at my hours in Po2. Come on, dog, I'm just taxing. I mean saying.
Fucking Bashy, I hate you, bro. Thank you for the 5. You son of a bitch. It's crazy. Now we gotta come back after Whoops got canceled. Because you gotta do your little I told you so. I swear to God, you're gonna hit that fucking soundbite. I know you are. I can already tell. I can already tell. That's what you're gonna hit. They heard you stopped doing fanboy content and came back out? Clearly. Fucking clearly. Holy shit, dude. Nasty work. Yeah, let's see it.
The money that's being made from these acquisitions, right? And let's just use ABK for an example.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Most of the money from Call of Duty isn't made from Xbox. It's made from PlayStation and PC.
Yeah. The
to
most
a lesser
upsetting
degree.
thing with these tech and media companies, especially when it comes to their digital marketplace, they lied to consumers.
They did. They absolutely did. They absolutely did.
What's
100%.
this about Bill Burr?
So Bill Burr is doing a Saudi Arabia show. That's what he's doing.
Right, or excuse me, PC then Xbox. PC then PlayStation. I forgot the split.
How do you have a Shure SM7B and have the worst fucking audio of all time?
But essentially, PC and PlayStation is the biggest moneymaker when it comes to that. When you look at King, most of the money's.
No, it's not a moneymaker. That's where most of the sales happened. That doesn't mean it's the biggest moneymaker. There's a difference. Wire for the 200 bits. Xbox is a drop in the bucket for Microsoft. That's why they gave that away $300 million for COD. Just like PlayStation is dropping everything for Sony does. These are giant corporations. The gaming is still niche to some research. Yes. They are, Wire. They are still niche. Yes.
Being made by from mobile, right? No brainer. When you look at World of Warcraft and things like that, obviously most of that money is being made from PC. The point that I'm trying to make when it...
Well, it's only on PC, so you can only say it's only on PC. WoW is only on PC. There's no other option for WoW.
Comes to ABK is most of the money that they're seeing is not coming from an Xbox platform, right?
Everything is going to cloud gaming. Any way you ever see this stuff, terrible idea, probably the worst idea. Must have been Biden's idea.
That's right, Doe. Thank you for the 5. Exactly. Yeah, COD, yeah, no, they don't care about the sales. They care about the microtransactions. Why is he so small? I have no idea. I have no fucking idea.
Obviously, I initially, and these were some of the talking points that we were talking about initially when it came to ABK. But when ABK first happened, obviously people, and this is why I say like, yo, a lot of the Xbox apologists and the zealots and things like that. This is why, like honestly,
Xbox apologists and the zealots. There's no shot you're actually saying this and thinking like you're not one of those individuals who's a PlayStation zealot as well. There's no way. ABK broke these people. It really did. It really fucking did. It broke them completely.
I don't feel bad for
Nib
the zealots.
talking points,
I'm not saying the real fans that invest into the ecosystem and really wanted to see Xbox succeed and all these other different things. You're absolved of that, and those people know who they are. I'm talking about the zealots, the mouthpieces, the podcasters, the YouTubers, certain games.
So now we're talking about Reforged Gaming. Is what we're doing.
Zealots. What's next, Xbox Zionist?
Now we're using Reforged Gaming talking points, is what we're doing. Thank you for the 2 raging. This is crazy.
Media outlets or media personalities or people like that or influencers that were pushing certain narratives and certain talking points
No one's pushing a narrative.
All in the name of what's best for the gamer, or all in the name of what's best for the industry, or all in the name of trying to push a certain agenda or a certain talking point of why, again, Game Pass might be the best deal in gaming. Game Pass is the best for the gamer because
it was the best deal in gaming. Keyword was. It was great for gamers. It was. Why is it a problem to have Game Pass? I've never seen people have an issue with spending less money. Like this issue is fucking insane to me. How people can want to spend less money and it's a fucking problem to these guys. Why is it a problem? Why is it such an issue? If someone doesn't want to spend $1,000 fucking dollars every year on video games, it shouldn't be a problem. There's such a fucking problem of being like, you didn't spend as much money as I did because you're fucking stupid. That's why. Like, who gives a fuck, bro?
because it subsidizes and lowers the barrier of entry.
Yes.
Alex and
acquisition
chat,
needs.
what do you think of a podcast title called The Fapping Facility, where blue-collar, vets, and some subject matter experts talk topics, current events, etc.? Would you want to see it?
That's actually kind of funny. That's actually kind of funny, Sean.
Why do
You should do
PS
it.
guys talk only about Xbox on and X? They literally just got a new game.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Nikki. Thank you for the 5.
Needs to happen because my PlayStation is money hatting this and timed exclusive this and that, and Microsoft needs to be able to compete. Remember what Satya Nadella said? Let us compete.
Yeah.
Let compete in what? Right? All these
Making
other
money.
talking points and things that was being talked about. I don't feel sorry for the zealots and the apologists at all. If anything, I'm laughing at you because I'm laughing at you, but I'm also pointing the finger at you as being not a direct reason that this is happening, but I would say that you have contributed to what we're seeing now with the downfall of Xbox, downfall of the
Xbox is literally doing the thing that you want them to do, that you've wanted them to do for the longest time, which is to make you pay for games.
They call
And when
it
they
broke
do it-
pass and now is expensive is bad.
Yeah, exact. Yes, yes, yes. That was my point. Xbox is doing the thing you guys have wanted them to do. Increase prices, remove day one games to make you buy them, right? Now that they do that, now it's the downfall of Xbox. I don't fuck... Which one is it, bro? Which one is it gonna be? Does that mean that a Game Pass was always a good deal at the beginning of the fucking time? That it was good for the consumer? Is that what that means? And now it's bad that prices go up? Or them doing the thing you want them to do is actually what you wanted the whole time? And now you're mad that you got what you wanted. You can't win! You can't win! What's up, Wick? What are we talking about here? Holy shit!
The problem is PlayStation didn't do anything like Game Pass.
Yeah.
With a low cost of entry.
Agreed.
For first party games.
Yes, Shredder. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
These people have California logic.
It's crazy, brother. Thank you for the 2. It's crazy. I'm so confused about all of this.
Xbox console, and really the industry as a whole not necessarily crumbling, right? It's not crumbling, right?
Yes, it is.
But we are seeing chinks in the armor when it comes to the industry. Now, obviously, that there is multiple variables that comes to that as well. Obviously, the job market as a whole is not great, but obviously when acquisitions happen, you create what? Redundancies. So when redundancies are created, jobs are lost. When jobs are lost, people again, layoffs happen. And again, I have to put the disclaimer out there because I know somebody, well, what about PlayStation? They shut down this and PlayStation is not absolved of this. PlayStation has done this as well. And we've talked about this at.
Okay. So why is ABK a problem then?
If you don't buy Xbox ROG Alex, you are $1 menu brokey. If you can't afford it /Game Pass Ultimate, get out of my hobby. See ID Depony and Reform.
There you go, Bash. Yeah, exactly. So Xbox did the thing you wanted them to do. They got rid of day one games. They increased the price because it wasn't sustainable. And then when they do that, now it's the downfall of Xbox. I don't know what the point is, Josh. No, I don't.
Both on WUPS and my personal channel, of why what PlayStation has done is wrong, right? But the conversation today is not about PlayStation, so we're not.
You guys. The conversation today is not about PlayStation, right? Today, Xbox bad. That's what today is. Xbox bad. That's what it. Let me fix this. Bash wire up. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on. I don't know why it's like not doing it at 100 bits. This is weird. Get started.
Not going to do the whataboutism, but I just want to throw that disclaimer out there. Now, let me pop the chat out real quick too. I want to be able to see you guys, what y'all talking about. So
nobody can see you, bro.
Hold up. Let me.
But nobody can see you.
Be good. All right, there we go. So I can see, everything.
Who can read that? What the fuck is this? What is this? What kind of viewing experience is this, bro? You see, people on mobile can read my chat. People on TV can read my chat. What is this? Why are you so small? Yeah, lazy Xbox dead.
So those are the things that I think we need to.
Antonio, thank you for the one gifted, baby.
Those are some of the things that I think we need to also make sure that we understand, right? A lot of the apologists and these people that were pushing these type of agendas and narratives, they are partially to blame for everything that's happening, because no one truly wanted to speak up. Everybody was so lackadaisical about what was true.
Brother, why does he use that word? He's going to use it like three more times.
But why is the collapse of EA is a bad thing? This company hasn't made a be-worthy product in a decade, and when they do, like Dead Space, they sell it at full price and let it underperform.
Mostly, Nate, because there's going to be a ton of IPs that will never see the light of day ever again. That's why.
Let me call NASA to get the James Webb.
That's right, Doe. Thank you for the 2. Yeah, Nate, basically, there's going to be a ton of IPs and games that you're never going to see the light of day again, ever again. And if EA collapses, they're gone. They're basically gone. They're going to do to themselves what they did to Westwood, what they did to everything else, and it's just going to be fucked. Dragon Age gone, even though it's been bad now, but you can never have a resurgence again. Mass Effect gone, even though it's bad now, and they ruined that too. Just EA will fuck itself. Battlefield is another big one. Like, there's a ton of EA games that people play. But if it goes away the wrong way, that's a big fucking problem. Because there's tons of IPs that could get fucked.
Truly happening within the industry, and I won't say everybody, but certain areas, certain parties were lackadaisical and being.
There it is again. There it is again. Can we pull up this fucking word that he? A common misspelling of lackadaisical.
These really broke in real life. They fake.
Lacking enthusiasm, spirit, or effort. Described as lazy. What the fuck are we doing, bro? Like what is this, bro? Like, what are we talking about, dude? Max City, thank you for the 8 months.
I'm very dismissive of the writing on the wall, right? People were saying ABK needed to happen because
EA's acquisition
Microsoft
is just justice for what they have done to the gaming industry.
Could be, Sean, could be.
You can't compete. But then are saying in the same breath that PlayStation can't financially compete with Microsoft because they're $1 trillion company.
Going to PC now, any recommendations?
Yeah, Antonio, what's your budget? Thank you for the 2, though. Bobby for the 100 bits. Cammy, I don't know why it's not doing it, brother. I don't know why it's not doing it. I got to fix that. I'm going to work on it after the stream. But thank you for the 100 bits.
Compete with if PlayStation can't compete with Microsoft because they're $1 trillion company and they're able to do these acquisitions the way they do, right?
Yeah.
They're able to do the things that they do. And this was something that I asked specifically. How do you become $1 trillion company?
You control the fucking market. The fuck? Who gives a fuck? You control the market. How do you become $1 billion company? And why is that a factor?
Then how do you stay $1 trillion company?
You control the market. It's what they're doing. The fuck?
Because the ideology initially was that people were going to be pushing, that Microsoft was going to just foot the bill.
I think this guy's stream quality is very lackadaisical. His use of sizing is very lackadaisical. His thought process is very lackadaisical. I had lunch with lackadaisical. Actually, it was mid.
There's a lot of jokes in that one, guys. Thank you for the 10, Dote. Thank you for the 10. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, bro? Hello? They're gonna control all streaming. That's the point. You guys are so stuck on the console. You're out. What
Especially
up,
with ABK. Oh, Microsoft's just going to drop $70 billion. These games are going to go into Game Pass, and it's just going to make Microsoft a shit ton of money, and life is just going to be sweet. And
well, it did. It did make them a shit ton of money. But every company wants more money. That's what it is.
We could just ride off into the sunset. Ha ha ha. Now we can play Call of Duty.
So that's what you're mad about. You're mad that you had to pay for COD and everybody else didn't. Let's be real.
Refork thought has infected every pony.
It has. It has. It really has. Thank you for the too literal.
For a subsidized price. When in reality, what the ABK deal did was speed up the inevitable when it came to what was the writing on the wall. Microsoft going third party. Microsoft deprecating the console brand.
So then why'd you fight against ABK the entire time if what you wanted for them was to go away? This dude was terrified that COD would be exclusive. This dude was terrified COD would be exclusive to Xbox. When they became third party, now it was great for him. So what the fuck are we doing here? Why are you still talking about ABK? The fuck is going on?
The console itself. Microsoft increasing prices.
Brother, everybody increased prices. And they didn't have to do a merger. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
And I said, yo, chat, I said this in spaces. I said this on my personal channel. I said this all over the place, that when it comes to price increases, first of all, you don't make an acquisition like of this size and not think that some of that cost is not going to be offset onto the consumer.
So then, even though you don't want to talk about Sony, why did they increase the price of their consoles and their services? Was it market conditions? Or was it stupid mistakes? $400 million stupid mistakes. But you don't want to bring that up. You only want to focus on ABK. Right? That's what we're going to do today? We don't want to talk about everybody else doing it. Nintendo raising the price of the Switch 1 and $80 games. We don't want to talk about that. No. We want to talk about Microsoft and ABK. Even though everybody's doing it. And everybody's a part of this. And everybody's being greedy. And everybody's using market conditions as like the factor. When it's not true. And everybody's using the tariffs as an excuse to allow this to happen. That's what we're doing?
You don't do an acquisition of this size. Anybody going into this thinking that they were not going to see some type of blowback for such an acquisition, one of the biggest acquisitions, not just in gaming history, in history of business, period.
I don't think that was the biggest, you guys. Was that the biggest one? The largest acquisition in history was Vodafone's AirTouch's acquisition of Manzanan AG in 2000 for 183 billion. There you go. So it wasn't the biggest. It wasn't the biggest. Vodafone,
Due to
AOL,
market
Time
conditions, I have to pirate my games.
There you go. AOL and Time Warner was 180. Verizon and Vodafone was 130. Dow and DuPont was 130. Exxon and Mobil was 81. So we're not even in the top 5 for Xbox. So why would you just make that total? What happened in the chat?
$70 billion is not, that's not a little bit, that is a lot of money. And investors are going to look at something like that and say, Microsoft, we just footed you this bread. I want my bread back and then some. Because that's the thing. They're not just wanting to see that 70 billion recouped. They want to see the profits from even buying into or even in investing into such an acquisition. So
yes. What do you think fucking happens? For real? Hello? Did he figure out how business works? Yeah.
But we're not talking 70, we're talking 100 billion they want to see back, right? And I'm just throwing numbers out there, right? Like, we don't know what the exact numbers are, but
so you're just making shit up. Sweet.
I'm just, you know, just for the sake of this conversation.
Why are you crashing out about ABK? What?